This is Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, and today we're here to talk about yet another player in the clear aligner industry. This will be Spark Clear Aligner System. It drives me nuts. These companies, they're constantly changing names, and it's so hard to connect the dots. But so this is, if I'm understanding correctly, this is Danaher's now rebranded to a company called Envista Holdings, which owns the Orthodontic division of Danaher. And Spark Clear Aligner System falls under Envista. Okay, so that's what that is. Now, they haven't fully launched in the US yet. I believe they're in Australia and in the EU. So they're only a beta available here. That kind of drives me nuts too, because we can't, and they don't have a price, of course. So we don't really have any idea. Just my feedback. I mean, I've been in this space actively for over 15 years as an orthodontist, 5 years as a consultant, totally focused on clear aligners. And I talk to hundreds of doctors each month, if not thousands, through groups and lectures. And I have zero interest in products like this from doctors. Nobody, unless they're getting some major discount, they might try a case. But I mean, I don't see it. So doctors either are interested in Invisalign, they're interested in Clear Correct, or they're interested in white label. And that's the three things they want to do. Because white label is like, I don't know what the price on this is going to be, but I'm guessing they're going to price it around $1,600 for the unlimited. But let me show you what they tell us so far. It's like putting together a puzzle. So I think none of these will ever take off beyond the promos, but who knows? They might do something special. So, treatment options. Okay, so basically, they have three different options, very similar to what ClearCorrect was initially. This is your unlimited version or your comprehensive version. Okay, no limit, unlimited refinements. Then you've got your 10 and your 20. All right, so here's my lecture on this. Okay, first of all, I seriously doubt, because I think not it's proprietary and no one's figured it out yet, that any of these, unless this one comes with precision cuts already pre-punched in it before the bagging, then I'm interested. Otherwise, not interested, because there's nothing special that I can't do on my own through white label. So far, there's nothing that I see in the system that I can't do on my own. And if I do it on my own, even if I outsource everything, it's like a tenth of the price. So, listen, you guys should not be having this, should not even be an issue. And I'm going to go off on this, the refinements. I don't care if 2 refinements, unlimited refinements, there should be 0 refinements in your cases. And if you're having refinements, you're either your software, whoever you're using is doing your setup wrong, your technicians are doing the setup wrong, but ultimately it's your responsibility to know to guide them. So that's your fault. Or you're picking the wrong case, or you're not tracking your case correctly. You're not keeping an eye and keeping a handle on the compliance of your patient. And it's really quite simple. And I'm going to give you the scripting that I give everybody, which is, okay, we're going to have you on, say, 10-day changes, 2-week changes, 1-week changes. When you go to the next aligner, it should fit like a glove. There shouldn't be any spaces between the tooth and the aligner, not even a microscopic space. If there is, you need to bust out your chewies. You need to use your chewies 3 times a day for 20 minutes for a minimum 48 hours. If the micro space does not go away at that point, you need to go back to the previous aligner and you need to stay in that aligner 1 more week and then try it again. If it still keeps happening, you need to give us a call. Otherwise, these cases should just sail right through all the way to the end. This should not be an issue. So this whole unlimited thing is, to me, it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick that makes up for either a bad treatment plan or bad compliance handling and monitoring on the part of the doctor. And these are really easy to control if you know what you're doing. So anyways, 10s and 20s, okay, fine. Yeah, whatever. 1 refinement, 2 refinement, again. It really comes down to the price. White label, I can do this, okay, with I'm sure a material that's just as good as whatever this work stuff is. I can do this for $15 an aligner, $90 for the setup. So that's for a 10 upper and lower, that's $390. I seriously doubt this is going to be retailing for $390. If I had to guess, it's going to retail for $1,000. If I had to guess, this is going to retail for $1,300, and this is going to be $1,600. That's going to be my guess what it's going to be US dollars. But anyways, so again, oh, look, they have 1 week wear times. How nice. Okay. It's interesting because actually when you read through their whole thing, they say 1 to 2 weeks, but that is nice. But other ones have 1 week wear time too. So anyways, so that is my thought on Spark. I've been trying to get a hold of the people here for, like, no joke, like 4 or 5 months, nobody calls me back. Nobody contacts me back. I send messages, send alerts, no response. So I'm sure once I post this, I'll start getting responses back and I'll be able to give you a better, idea of what it is. But yeah, I welcome if you have an aligner system, hey, contact me, send me a sample. I'll do a review. I'll compare and contrast it to what's out there for white label with Zendura Flex, Invisalign, you know, Clear Correct, the most common ones that are out there. Ultimately, I don't think most patients really care about the clarity. I'll be honest, you put it in the patient's mouth, the clarity really means very little. That is not the biggest thing I hear. Things patients want to know: does it work? Are the treatment plans effective? What's the trim line look like? How are the attachments? Do we have to compensate for the trim with lots of attachments? Et cetera, et cetera. So all right, so that's my review today on what I know about Spark aligners without talking to a single person on their team. If I hear anything else, I will let you know. All right, as always, you should join our free webinars, and we have tons of hands-on classes, actual destination classes, digital classes. You can go to StraightSmileSolutions.com. We have classes on aligners, indirect bonding, straight wire phase 1, you name it, we have stuff for you. All right, thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.